Hello, Virginia Environmental Advocates. I'm Andriana J. Lynn, and I'm the Events and Outreach Associate with the Virginia Conservation Network. So I have a presentation to start. All right, so for today, we're going to talk about your district teams, the constituent meetings you're about to have with your legislators, and how to make the best use of the short time you'll have with your delegate and senator, their chief of staff, or legislative aide during this year's Conservation Lobby Day. After this video, make sure to watch the next on everything you need to know to learn more about what resources and materials you will receive leading up to Conservation Lobby Day on Tuesday, January 31st. For your meetings, you will most likely be in a small group of 3 to 10 advocates from your very same district. This is your district team. You will have the opportunity to connect with your district team a week or two prior to the event over email, so keep an eye out for that. Use this opportunity to strategize and come up with a game plan about the 2 to 3 key environmental bills you'd like to target and bring up to your legislators, and make sure that you and your group come to an agreement on what priorities to focus on. Now, on to your constituent meetings themselves. A couple key things to know. First, there's a chance you may not end up speaking with your legislator directly. It may be their chief of staff or legislative aide, which is very normal for this busy time of year. However, we reassure you that your priorities will be conveyed to your legislators no matter who you talk to. Second, no matter who you speak with, your meetings will be short. You should expect the meeting to run as short as 5 minutes and likely no longer than 15. When you arrive, ask for a time check and remember to keep your points succinct, focused, and to the point. When you go into your in-person meetings, you and your district team are going to want to introduce yourselves by name and organization and let them know that you are a constituent in their district. Here's an example in the dark green box to the right. Hi, I'm Andriana. I work for the Virginia Conservation Network, and I am a constituent in your district. After introductions are made, you'll want to talk about the issue or bill at hand and back that up with a few compelling facts. As your meetings will only be short, please note that you won't have time to lobby on every bill. Instead, pick 2 to 3 key bills that are most important to you and your district team. Before you go into your constituent meetings, you will receive policy fact sheets that have been emailed to you prior to your meetings, so you will have information that can back up what you're saying. Once you have introduced the issue or the bill that you want to talk to your legislator about, you're going to want to connect that to a personal experience. This is extremely important. It can be a personal experience of your own, someone you know, or of a group, but only if it's relevant. You don't want anything too long or fancy, just something that lets your legislators know that you are from their district and that you are excited to talk to them about your key issue areas. You also don't want to make anything up or over-exaggerate anything, but sharing a personal experience that enhances your argument will go a really long way. Once your meeting time nears its end, you might be wondering what you should do next. Well, after you've introduced and explained your connections with the bill, you're going to want to ask your legislator what their current position is directly. If your legislators are not immediately on board, then ask what questions they may have or what further information they might need to make a decision at some point down the line. Next, whether it's your legislator, their chief of staff, or legislative aide, you're going to want to wrap things up politely by thanking them for their time and letting them know that you will follow up with them with any information that they requested. Following up with your legislator is key to building and maintaining a long-term relationship with them. If you promise them anything during the meeting, make sure you get that information to them in a timely manner. Please let someone from the VCN staff know if you need help. Also, be sure to send a thank you note either by email or a handwritten letter. Before you leave your meeting, please request a photo, especially if you're directly meeting with the legislator themselves. Photos are a great way to share your experience with others and also to thank the legislator for their time. You can share the photo on social media and tag them to your post or send it to them in a personalized thank you note. To see the day of schedule, preparation videos like this one, and key bills outlined in policy videos and one-pager fact sheets for each issue area created by our expert policy managers, make sure to frequently check back to our Conservation Lobby Day webpage at https://vcnva.org/Conservation Lobby Day 2023. More content will be added as we get closer to the date. Also, shortly after Conservation Lobby Day comes to a close, you are going to receive a feedback request form straight to your inbox. It'll be from VCN, and this form should take about 2 to 3 minutes to complete and gives you the opportunity to tell us how your meeting went. This information is vitally important to the conservation community as we can get a better sense of what our legislators are thinking and where their positions are going to be in the future on the key environmental issues that matter. If you have any questions or pressing issues about Conservation Lobby Day, we encourage you to join VCN staff at our virtual office hour on Wednesday, January 25th from 12 to 1 p.m. EST. This information can be found at the bottom of the Google Calendar invitation you should have received shortly after registering for the event. This is going to be a really great experience for you all, and it may seem intimidating at first, but it's important to remember that your legislators are here for you. They're here to represent you and the communities that they have been elected to serve, and they will be very willing and easy to talk to you once you get into the weeds of the conversation. Thank you so much for your advocacy and for your attendance at this year's annual Conservation Lobby Day. We really appreciate all the time and effort that you give to us. Take care and see you soon.